how's everybody doing today? I hope that everybody's doing great. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, my name is Carla, and today we are going to continue with the Friends makeup. So I decided to get all three of the eyeshadow palettes, and of course you guys already know that I did a video on the Big Daddy, the full size, and I want to thank everybody so much for giving me so much love on that video. I have never gotten so much attention on a makeup look or tutorial or makeup video like I did for this palette. And I want to thank everybody for watching, for commenting, for being so nice, so sweet, so supportive. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. And thank you. That's all I want to say. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Friends, and I was so excited to see this collab with Makeup Revolution. I love Makeup Revolution. I think that their makeup is amazing, it's awesome, and it's really inexpensive. So, of course, if you guys watch that video, I will link it up here and down below. I did a look using this big palette. And as you can see, my big one is very well loved. I really did enjoy this palette quite a lot. And I decided to go out and I decided to order because I ordered them online. But I decided to get the three small palettes. So in that video, I said that if I would have gotten everything that same day, it would have been a lot of money. So I did decide to get the three palettes and then the one lipstick that I was missing, which was Phoebe. And so in today's video we are going to be talking about the three palettes and also the lipstick that I was missing, or Phoebe. You know, I have all three of the lipsticks, I have all three of the palettes, and I did create a look for each of these palettes. And I recorded myself creating the look so that you guys can see how I came up with them. But we're also going to be talking about my thoughts about this palette. So it's a little bit of a review, but I also created a look using all three of them. So let's talk about the first one, which is what's on my eyes right now. So right now I am wearing Monica. So Monica is the one that comes in the little purple carton, and she is the one with the picture frame on the door. And I love that the actual palette is the same as the carton. I love that. It makes me so happy. Plus, it also makes me very happy that it has a mirror. It has a mirror. It's a small 9-pound palette, and it has a mirror. So that is amazing. So this is what the palette looks like right here. And we get a mixture of mattes. We get a mixture of satins and what seems to be a glitter, this one in the middle. So we are going to be swatching, but this is the look that I created. I'm going to insert me creating this look now, and then we can come back and swatch. So I created this look using quite a lot of the colors here. I started by putting Geller Cup on the crease. Then I went in with Freezy and I just blended it on the outer part of my lid. Then I went in with Thanksgiving on half of the lid and Clean on the inner half. And then I put Twins on the center to kind of connect Thanksgiving and Clean together. Then I went in with Bing on the lower lash line, Geller Cup as tight to the lash line as I could, and then I blended with Obsessive. So I used quite a lot of these shadows. I want to say I used all of the shadows except for Chef. So that is how I created this look. Then I went in with my Too Faced eyeliner in Deep Espresso. And on my waterline, I used this Essence pencil in Hot Chocolate. So I wanted to keep it all in the chocolate family because I felt like it was like a raspberry or like a chocolate covered raspberry, if you will. So that's the vibes that I was getting from this palette. So let's go ahead and swatch this palette so you guys know or see what we're working with. So the first row we have Clean, which is what I have on the inner part of my lid. So that is Clean. Then we have Chef. Oh, I have to say that Chef is really very soft. Wow, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. That comes out a lot lighter in the skin than it does on the pan. Then we have Geller Cup, which is the one that I used on the crease. It's a beautiful raspberry shade. So that's what Geller Cup looks like. And I do want to tell you that these colors were so easy to blend. I had no problem with them being patchy or weird or not blend, nothing. Like, these shadows performed amazing. So then we have Chicken. Then we have Twins. And Twins is what I have in the center of my lid. And Twins is more like an eye topper. It doesn't really have much pigment to it. We have Freezy. That is a horrible swatch. I'm so sorry about that. That's Freezy. We have Bing. We have Obsessive. And we have Thanksgiving, which is what I have on the outer part of my lid. Now, I do have to say that this palette doesn't swatch that great, but let me tell you that on the eyes, it is amazing. I mean, you can see by the look that I created that it's beautiful. So if you think that it didn't swatch that great, please don't think that the palette doesn't perform good. Like, it performs really good. With makeup, sometimes you're gonna get that. Sometimes you're gonna get palettes that swatch amazing and they perform horrible on the lids, and then you're gonna get shadows that swatch not that great, but they perform beautiful and the pigment is great. So that is what this is. It didn't swatch that great, but I think that it performed beautifully. So don't be afraid of that. So that was Monica. And of course, I am wearing the lipstick associated with Monica. I did swatch this on my last video, but I'm gonna swatch it again today. And it's the one that I'm wearing on my lips. Such a beautiful color. I love these. I actually love this lipstick formula. It's the first time that I've ever tried a Makeup Revolution formula, like lipstick formula, and I have to say that I am very, very impressed. Very impressed. They're so comfortable and they look matte, but they are extremely comfortable. So let's move on to the next eyeshadow palette. So next, let's talk about Phoebe. So I have Phoebe, the lipstick, and the small eyeshadow palette. And Phoebe is the one with the light blue unicorn. And it says Phoebe here, and she has the cab driver, or the cab car, because she is a cab driver. So love that the inside is the same as the outside. And then has a mirror, of course. And here are her shadows. So let's jump into the eye look that I created using this palette. And also, I was using the lipstick on my lips as well. Okay guys, so let's talk about the palette itself. So the look that I created, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a hard time creating that look just because I was trying to create different looks with all different palettes. So I didn't want to create the same type of look using, you know, 3 different palettes. I wanted them to look different. So with this one, it was a little hard because I really just wanted to create like a look using the oranges and the brown ones, but that's just your typical eyeshadow look that you always create, you know, or that I always create. So I wanted to use the purple one, or the purple pink, and I wanted to use the blue one, and I also wanted to use the silver glitter. So that is the look that I created. It was a little hard to come up with it, but I think that at the end it looked beautiful. I really liked it and enjoyed it. So let's swatch this palette and talk about it, okay? So first up, we have a Smelly Cat. So when I first saw that Phoebe had a palette, the first thing I looked for was the name Smelly Cat, because what's Phoebe without Smelly Cat, right? So that's Smelly Cat right there. Then we have a Lobster, this is the orange one. And we have a triplet. We have Ice, which is this one right here. We have Flaky, which is this one. And then we have Buffy, which is this one right here. Lastly, we have a Science Boy, which is the glitter. We have Bike, which is the light blue. And then we have Ditzy, which is this nice gold right here. So again, this palette didn't swatch the greatest, but it performed beautifully on the eyes. I have no complaint about the formula or the pigmentation or anything. I have no complaints whatsoever when it comes to any of these palettes. So again, don't be disappointed by the way they swatch. Trust me, they perform beautiful on the eyes, and the pigment is beautiful. The blendability is amazing. I love these palettes. So this glitter shade right here, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, but I will advise you to use some kind of glitter glue or something that will be sticky on the eyelids, because if not, you're gonna have it anywhere. So this is like a loose glitter in a pan. I am not kidding. Like, I just tried to take it off and I have glitter all over my hand. Just like when I tried to take it off my face, I had glitter everywhere. So this is like a loose glitter situation, but in a pan. So you're gonna need some kind of glitter glue, some kind of setting spray, some kind of something to make it stick to the lid, because if not, you're gonna have glitter everywhere. I really did enjoy this palette, and you know what, something that I didn't mention with the Monica palette is that I love the names that they picked up for all of them. I think that it fits every girl like so well, especially with that Smelly Cat. Trust me, I was looking for Smelly Cat everywhere, so I was like, yeah, it better be somewhere. So again, I am very happy with Phoebe's palette as well, even though it didn't like swatch the greatest, but trust me, it performs beautiful. And then of course we have Phoebe's lipstick here, and her lipstick out of the 3 is the darkest shade, which is that one right there, and it's also beautiful. I also wore it in the clip of me creating the eyeshadow look. So I'm in love with this whole collection, like no joke. I'm not getting paid to say that. I didn't get anything for free. I spent my own money on everything, and this is my own opinion, and I am in love with everything. So then let's move on to the last palette, which is the Rachel palette. Hers is the one in the light pink unicorn, and she has the sofa and the Central Park sign on the back. And again, just with the others, is the same thing on the actual palette. We also get a mirror, and then here is what Rachel's palette looks like. So I'm going to insert a clip of me creating a look with this palette. So let's get to swatching this palette. So first up, we have shopping, which is my problem and her problem. It's the white one right here. Then we have On a Break, which is this pretty light gold right there. And then Dinosaur, which is this one right here, which is kind of like the same color of my skin. Again, didn't swatch the greatest, but trust me, in the eyes, it's beautiful. Move on to the second row, which I have to say that this is my favorite row out of the entire palette. We have 90s right here. This is such a beautiful, like light pink purple type of shade. It's beautiful all over the lid. Then we have Barney's, which is this one right here. And we have Tag, which is this one right here, which again is beautiful. So beautiful. I'm in love with that row. That has to be my favorite row in the entire palette. The last row, we have Chip right here, which is this beautiful like gold rusty color. Then we have Pushover, which is the dark pink. And then we have Crush, which is that brown color right there. And that is a Rachel's palette. And then let's swatch her lipstick. So same unicorn as the eyeshadow palette. And hers is more cool tone. So that is Rachel's lipstick. And it's amazing on the lips. It's beautiful. So let's talk about my thoughts on these palettes. So I love all the palettes. They are beautiful. I am so happy that I own them all because I can create different looks using each palette. But I have to say that my favorite palette of all three is the Rachel palette, which is so funny because every time that I went to Ulta, this was the only palette available. And when I checked online, this was the only palette available. And when I checked the Revolution page, this was the only palette available. So it seemed like people weren't gravitating towards the Rachel palette a lot. But I actually find that this is my favorite palette. That was my favorite look that I created, was with this palette. I am so in love, but again, you know, I am a Rachel, so I just loved it. And then the second palette that I loved was the Monica one, which is of course the one that I have on my eyes right now. I really enjoyed this palette quite a lot for different reasons. I can do like soft, pinky, very girly looks with the Rachel palette, but then I can do like fun, mature, darker colors with the Monica palette, which I enjoyed that quite a lot. And then of course lastly will be the Phoebe palette, just because her colors are a little bit more lighter, more pastel colors that I can use every day, not necessarily create crazy looks, but mostly like 1 or 2 shades on the eyes and call it a day. So she would be my last pick. And then I love the lipsticks all equally the same. I think that they're beautiful. The Monica lipstick, I have to say, is my favorite just because I can wear it with anything and everything and it looks beautiful. And then the other two are side by side. I really enjoy both of them. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I am so excited because Makeup Revolution said that this is just series 1 of the collection, so that means that there's more goodies coming at a later time, and I cannot wait. I am so excited to see what those goodies are. I did see that in the Makeup Revolution website they have glosses for all the main characters, and I kind of want to get my hands on some of those glosses. I don't know if I want to purchase all of them, but definitely I want to get my hands on some, and I'm definitely dying to see what series 2 has to offer. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the looks. Let me know down below your thoughts. Did you purchase all the little palettes? Did you purchase the big palette? Which one was your favorite? I want to know. Did you like the lipsticks? Which one was your favorite? And yeah, let's start a conversation down there because I really enjoy talking to every single one of you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys on my next one. Bye.